2003. Hey, she was a cutie in a sundress. I told her I just had to confess, I got a crush on you, darling. Them long tan legs got me falling. And I know we just met, yeah. But I heard that love at first sight ain't a myth. Oh no, yeah. I wanna take you out on a dance floor, girl. I wanna hear you screaming out for some more, girl. I wanna do something that they call crazy. Call you my baby, my pretty lady. I wanna be with you until we're fucking 80. I wanna watch the sunset with you daily. Keep my baby safe as we live, always chasing. Hearts racing when I'm with you, I'm just saying. Back to all the better days when I used to be young and free. I remember her like it was yesterday. She was so beautiful to me. In my mind sometimes I'll run away, truly stop back in history. She reminds me of the summertime, way back in 2003. Hey, I've been chilling on the coast with my homegirl. The palm trees and the time moving slow, girl. Back to my place, hey, you can call it home, girl. Pina coladas on tap, we alone, girl. I want a piece of you, you want a piece of me. Ray-Bans on, gotta block out the heat. I love your smile too, I've never felt so free. Bring it on, girl, work that body here to me. And I know that summer only lasts 3 months, yeah. We got the whole world, travel with me, girl. And we'll never stop chasing the sun. That's right. On the run, we ain't done till we find what we want. So we can stop anytime we want. Cause we on the run, we ain't done till we find what we want. But I already found the one. I think back to all the better days when I used to be young and free. I remember her like it was yesterday. She was so beautiful to me. In my mind sometimes I'll run away, truly stop back in history. She reminds me of the summertime, way back in 2003.
Hello. Let me sort this out. I've just put top on. How we doing, everybody? Welcome in. Who've we got? Jason, good evening, buddy. Hope you well. Started with Napoli. Easy save going, surely. Zeman is a great. I know he's written a book. I'm hoping to get my my hands on it at some point. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be in English, is it? So that's the problem for me. Hey, Stephen, how are you doing? Hey, Dave. Thank you very much, buddy. Easy. Is it better? Well, saying that. And I just got this tonight. This was back in the day when I first started going out, like 18, and I didn't really like beer. And then every so often I thought, I can't have a hangover for work. Obviously, I'm not going to get smashed, but I thought, something a bit fruity. And yeah, I don't really like hooch. It's too bitter. Smirnoff's a bit too bitter. So I thought it's a school night. We could see the return of this if we get some good form tonight. 4%, so it's only like a Coors Light is 4%. Obviously, probably a little bit more sugar. Oh, beautiful, boys. I used to drink it a lot back in the day. And I randomly bought one about a year ago. And every so often, my teeth are going to be furry by the end. My teeth will be furry by the end of it. But it is, when you're thirsty, I've deliberately not drunk for an hour so I could enjoy that thirst. Sparkling fortified alcoholic premix blending mixed fruit flavours, contains caffeine, gluten-free and suitable for vegans. There you go. 2.8 UK units, that. There you go. See, I can't do strong. I hate cider as it is. Right, should we play some Football Manager anyway? It's not a bloody drinking. This would be a terrible channel if it was drinking. Jesus. Game screen. I've changed my latency on my stream. So hopefully, for people that are watching, hopefully it'll be a little bit better. Ty for getting, Jace. Who would you say is a good team in Serie A? Yeah, I'm going to do a one season with Jason. I'm going to bring, I'm going to do a lot of England content next week. But we are going to bring back the, if I was manager of, I'm going to play one season with Juventus. And how I'd put them together. I think Juventus is a good rebuild. Right, we're going. We are going. I should really get the chat sorted on there. Right, I'll just use that one. Bear with us, boys. Bear with us. How are we all doing now? So thank you for coming in. Sig's in, Jason, two Jasons, Joe, Pete, Ben's in as well. Thank you very much for the congrats. Thank you, Dodgy, Dave, Manfred. Good evening, buddy. Italiano as well. Okay, so I am using the Tato skin. I'm giving it a go. I think it's really good for my analysis things for the Eagles save. So we're gonna go with it. I've made one tactical tweak. I've turned Peterman, my defensive midfielder. We're 1-0 up already. So remember, boys, we're playing this 4-3-3 kind of just get the ball, attacking, get it forward, squeeze high up the pitch, balls in the box. I've changed my holding midfielder to a half-back so we can help build up a little bit with a back three. But yeah, this is the Tato skin that I'm really enjoying just because of this. This more than anything. I'm doing a Road to Glory. What are they in the third tier? I'm pretty sure they're still in the third tier. So we finished last week's stream with a win, but we started conceding a few goals. We were defensively okay at the start, but we have shipped a couple. I think we've shipped about 5 in the last 2. I think we lost 3-2 and then won 4-2 or something like that. Hey, Macon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, pal. Hope you're well. Oh, goalkeeping now. David Peterman as well has been called up for the provisional Australia squad, so we may lose him for a month. Terrible goalkeeping. Oh, boys. I have got a new skin, which I tell you what, I will show you after this game. But I've had a few issues with it. I'm just waiting. To be fair, excuse me, I've been so busy the last few days with Alfie's birthday. I hadn't really turned the computer on until I got back tonight. And he may have messaged me. So the guy who's made the skin, it's a completely different, it's like a new game. Apart from obviously the match engine, it's a completely new game. And he's got a really good touchline tablet thing. No, Pete, I only went for one, mate. I only went for one. We'll maybe get a couple at the weekend, eh? Right, let's do a couple of changes. Substitute. What I think I am going to do is just, as we play a little bit, we're just going to go on balanced. Are you going to do a saving journey in the future? I think it's coming back around. I think. Obviously, you always look at the top. You're 5. Obviously, I haven't done that. I've already chosen my main save for next year, and it's back in England. So then the stream save, yeah, we could. Germany and France will be high on the list because I haven't done anything in France yet. We may look at France as like a second save once the Eagles save comes to an end. We may even look at Germany on this FM after the Foggia thing. I don't know how far we're going to get with Foggia and stuff. How long it'll take if we get fired, which is probably more than likely. I've kind of done a couple of little stints in South America, so I can't see me going there. Done a little bit of Turkey. Spain I've done a fair bit of. Obviously Italy, we're always in Italy. So yeah, there's a good chance. Germany and France. are quite high up. France is a weird league. The only thing with France at the moment, I couldn't pick a team. I think that's the problem at the moment. I couldn't pick a team. They've scored. What view is on the tablet? So the tablet is... it's just on... I don't know what I think it's on the heat map. But obviously this is with a downloaded skin. Northern Ireland thing. Yeah, I just don't have the time to... Like, they're like 20 season saves, aren't they? The ones... I do also have to be careful with teams that I pick and leagues that I pick. I haven't got quite the urge to do like Northern Ireland or Wales or something like that. Something that's really small. Fucking hell. We need to tighten up. They've had 16 shots. That's fucking terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh. Is it a match engine problem? Yeah, because he's just jogging. My centre-half's just jogging. Just jogging. I don't know if you want it, Sigs. I will put it on for the Patrons, no problem. I'm going to put my Eagles one up as well after the first episode on Sunday, but I can put it on for you. I'm not sure that you'd want it, to be honest. I think what we might do is just tweak a couple of roles. So we're going to turn that into a box-to-box. And we're going to go wing-back support for these two. Okay. Bastia's a good shout. I need something to historically grab me. And I think the obvious ones get done over and over. These are a couple of Paris teams, but I think they're just a bit of... Glenn, how are you doing, mate? Welcome in, by the way. Obviously, like Saint-Etienne and stuff are quite good. Bordeaux kind of bouncing back already. They'll probably get promoted again this year. Saint-Etienne not, but I imagine loads of people have done Saint-Etienne saves. What's my plan? Just going to watch it at home. Just watch it at home with Amy. We're going to take Ralphie out. Ralphie's not going to school on Monday, so... yeah, I think just that. Auxerre's a good shout. I've just beaten them in pre-season tonight, actually. So yeah, there's options. Just, I know there's clubs. Auxerre, Bastia, Sochaux. Obviously, RC Lens, but obviously they're a little bit too high. I think you're always looking for that sort of like second tier club, aren't you? I haven't really grabbed it. I'm on a pub crawl. Nice. Hammered in bed by tea time. I think we're just going to we'll do like nachos and stuff. I'll probably ask my dad to come round. We'll get some drinks. And then I'll probably just get some have some nachos and stuff like that, I think. I'm excited, I'm trying not to go on about everything that's shit in the world at the moment. It's nice. I would just want to... Ooh, he's quite good. I would just like to appreciate the football a little bit. Which I know's going to be difficult. Well, it ain't going to be difficult for me because I just can block it out. But I think it's important. It's Ralphie's first World Cup. They'll come round every 4 years. I'm not going to be one of these that... this is above out. The World Cup should have never gone there in the first place. So it's there. We want England to win. We want to see some footballers play. It's last World Cup of Ronaldo, Messi. I'm excited to see Holland. So yeah, I'm just thinking about the football really. I think that's what we've got to do now. Nothing we could do about it. Just enjoy the bloody football. Yeah, Jason, it needs a lot of work, mate. It needs a lot of work, but I'm enjoying the game because we do. But then obviously that highlight that we got there, when the centre half just watches the ball, I just find it just bollocks, basically. But I am enjoying the game. I'm enjoying the tactical aspect of it, tweaking. My Eagles, I've played pre-season this week with the Eagles save, and I've kind of just played on extended highlights and comprehensive highlights and just watched and tweaked things in games and then carried it over to the main tactics. So, yeah, Patreons, you'll get the tactic on Sunday. I think it's quite a good tactic, but we'll find out on Monday. We've had some decent results. We got battered by Man City in pre-season, like 6-1, but my highest earner at Eagles is 2,600 a week. My wage bill is 55,000, and I think there's players from Ajax and PSV that are on more than that. So we've got our work cut out a little bit. I'm on court. Oh, Pete, that's devastating. Luckily for me, it's all worked out quite well for me with days. I think I would have got out of coaching and stuff like that anyway, to be honest. But the school haven't mentioned what they're doing for the little ones for World Cup. Like when I was back, they'd get TVs on in the classroom and stuff. They haven't mentioned that. So for me, he can come out and I'll no doubt take the hit from school. I'll probably just say he's got a little bit of a cold at the moment, so we might just push that. But I think they'll be aware of why he's off. 1-0 down. Oh, God, this could be a painful stream, boys. Do you find that there is a lot more turn? Yeah, it's... So what I'm trying to do with that, Glenn, to counteract that, is to slow the tempo down a little bit. So the Eagles say, we can't get into a basketball match with teams. So we're building a tactic that is quite slow in possession, quite methodical, working with the three at the back, creating like deep overloads in our defensive third to try and then get us to progress the ball up the pitch, and yeah, trying to prevent those turnovers like that. It's pretty wide. I know, that's decent. They may be doing it, but to be fair, because Ralphie's in year 2, half of the kids, like even Ralphie won't sit around for the full game. He'll be off. He'll bugger off somewhere and play off, and he'll come down and dip his head in. But I thought I'd rather have him off than miss it altogether. Yeah. It was around, one of them was around my GCSEs. I can remember watching it after a GCSE, I'm sure. Was it 20? No, it would have been 2010. It would have been older than that. I can't think what it would have been. Jason, have you got this skin? If you haven't got the skin, then you won't have it. That's why. Alright, well, I don't know. I don't know what I've done then, to be honest. I've got it on 110% zoom. I don't know if that's a thing. That's how I generally use mine. Ooh, we've got a penalty. We've got a penalty, and he looked offside as well, but we're getting a penalty. Ogunse. Yeah, it is a little bit more realistic. It is. But then I think you need to counteract that with just being a little bit calmer on the ball, I think, Glenn. Which I'll explain in the video on Sunday night about how we're trying to play. We've actually done alright here. We're not dominating the ball as much, but we're squeezing out the pitch. We just give a goal back straight away. Straight away. Deary me. Come on. I'm sure I had that on balanced as well. I'm sure I changed my tactic onto balanced. Too late now. Let's put it onto balanced. We need to go a little bit wider. Hey, Cam, how are you doing, buddy? Joe, how are you doing, buddy? USA 98, the World Cup. Yeah. I think USA, I can't remember too much of Japan, Korea. I can remember 98, like, clear as day. Which is weird. And like 2006, I couldn't tell you what happened in 2006. But for some reason, 98 just stands out. We've equalised, by the way. I think we're going to change the tactic up a little bit and play like another version of Zeman where we just play with some wide players. We may just give it a little bit longer. I might get another second version going now. No way, we're going to be stuck in a playoff here. Which is what the board want. So, right, I'm thinking... Let's put that onto balance. Right, let's copy it across. But then I am thinking of... Obviously, we'll do inside... I think we've got to go inside forwards, you know. Have we got a decent inside forward on that side? Oh, yeah, we have. So we've got some decent enough players to play on that side. And then we maybe just go with that. We'll see. We'll stick with this one for now. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. Get through. I've got 2 more days of work, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll stream on Saturday. We'll be streaming on Saturday night as well, boys. Well, to be fair, the first game on Sunday is a bit of a killer, innit? A bit of a killer. I won't be watching the opening ceremony, and I'll just probably tune in 10 minutes before kick-off, I think. Christ. Well, it's all systems go on Monday. I haven't, mate. Me and Amy watched a little bit last night. A little bit of it. About 20 minutes. But I think we've kind of heard everything, haven't we? And then it's just kind of... Piers Morgan blowing... Just sucking up to him, basically. We all get the gist of everything, don't we? We don't need to hear it again. Yeah, sorry, I knew what you meant. I knew what... To be fair, I can remember USA 94 probably better than 20... Just some of the images, obviously. The Republic of Ireland's run. And I can always remember Bulgaria, Romania. Ray Houghton's celebration after he scored. Was it Terry Phelan as well? His celebration. Right, let's see how we get on. Oh, this is the cup. I'm really not asked about this cup. Tell you what, we'll experiment with the other tactic. Let's go with the other tactic. See how we get on. Oh, brown envelope essential. The wide one reminds me of Zeman at Pescara. Yeah, and I think more probably the Roma one. I think Totti often drifted out into this left space a little bit. Obviously, the first Foggia one, he had who is it? Denny on the left. Signori. Yeah, Bebeto's rocket. Yeah, good one. Good one, Jace. There's some good kits in that tournament as well. Tremendous kits. Romania's, Brazil's, Italy's are obviously classics. This heat map's really good, just so you can track. So this is what I've been using a lot in pre-season with my Eagles. Just tracking a couple of rows and tweaking them as I go. Right, we're kind of in control. I think the balance mentality has definitely helped a little bit. Good turnover. Shanetti, that's a brilliant turnover. Andrea Shanetti. Lechkov, yeah. Go on then. Who's everyone's dark horses for this World Cup? Not necessarily going to win it. That's a horrendous tackle. You're getting sent off. Yeah. Ooh la la. Right, we'll just do this. 3 at the back with 2 half-backs. How's that going to work? How is that going to work? We'll find out. Yeah, so dark horses for the World Cup. I'm thinking Denmark. They should have beaten... hey, Joe. I think they should have probably beaten us in that semi-final. At the Euros. I think Italy are the most socially conscious team. Yeah. Brilliant. Is that Mancini's excuse? USA. He did, Joe, thank you. Yeah, he had a very good birthday. Absolutely spoilt to death. Thank you. Yeah, with all their new signings, they've done an FM rebuild, haven't they? Looking forward to seeing Inaki as well, because he's my boy, and he's my Bilbao boy. I should have really got a Ghana shirt. I wonder if they do a Ghana one. And my boys at Kit GG do a Ghana. Do they do a Ghana? Do they do a Ghana? We're going to concede here, aren't we? Good save. National teams. You can't see these boys, we're just scrolling. Africa. Cameroon. I've got Nigeria. Oh, they do Ghana. Oh, they do the away ones as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've picked Nigeria. I should have really gone Ghana and got Inaki. I will do that and I'll get Inaki on the back. We'll definitely do that. I think I'll just go a recent one to get Inaki on. I've kind of got the enough retros at the moment. I don't know if they have. To be honest, I don't even know if they have a retro one, really. No one's talking about Johnny Tom's a good shout. They're just quietly going. I think they need that striker, though, don't they? I think that's going to be the thing. Having Kai Havertz start up front. I think if he had a really good number 9, I think they'll be definitely better than the Euros. And once again, even though we beat them, I think on another day they could have quite... I think in terms of XG and stuff, I imagine the game was pretty even. Well, he is a bit of an Argentina. He's always been a bit of an Argentina boy, Joe. But he's just obsessed. He's now a Man United fan, so he's just obsessed with Ronaldo at the moment. And he got a Ronaldo kit yesterday for his birthday, a Portugal kit. So he would probably say he used to say that he was born in Argentina, but now he doesn't say that. He doesn't really say where he's born. So I would say probably Portugal or Argentina. Hey, Muldoon, how you doing? Welcome in again, buddy. I did a playthrough with Ghana and Naki whacked into screamers. Get in. And then he's got his brother in the Spain squad, hasn't he? Right, we've won 1-0 there. Defensively better. 10 men. Yeah, that'll be on that website, Jace, for sure. I've got too many shirts, mate. Like this. The England one's actually a really nice copy. I've literally had it about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I've just taken the tag off. I've not worn the Germany one yet. And then I've got like fucking... How many have I come in the next few weeks? Oh, I can't see it. Ugh. I've got a load coming. Get my chat up. Don't know if you'll be able to see. Hang on. Let me. If I just change it for a minute. Chatting. So can you see? Let it just the camera settle. Might not settle. Let's go like that. There. So the PSG one. Look, I've just got checks. Bloody hell. The PSG one's out of stock, and I've gone actually for the new Sporting Lisbon shirt, away, white one. Ralphie's a new Manchester United fan, and he's chosen to have a Manchester City kit of his choice. The Arsenal one's for Paul Cullenbarney, my Patreon winner for the month. And then I've got the Nigeria, Ace, Classic AC, Classic Roma. So yeah. Right, let's get the game back on. We're going up with the save Muldoon. We're going okay. The tactic isn't really helping, but we said we'd go with it for now. I've made a couple of little tweaks tonight to get us up and going. I get the shirts from Kit. It's now called kitgg2.com. If you're in my Discord, Ben, and we have a little site on there, a little channel on there where loads of the lads who follow the channel kind of get shirts from there. So luckily for me, because I do post a video, I get 6 free sent a month. So I normally get like one for the channel. Ralphie normally gets one, and then I sort of like buy others. Obviously, I've had other prizes over recent weeks, so I think I might give out more prizes. Because I don't need 4 shirts for myself every month, so I might give out a few more prizes on the channel. Maybe another one for the patrons, do 2 shirts for the patrons or something like that. Oh, Muldoon, they were a nightmare. At least it was a realistic rebuilder. I wonder what route they can play each other though. Yeah, the Japan shirt's a nice one. They're all nice. To be honest, the Japan one, I'm not overly keen on the quality of the shirt that they've sent me. It does feel a little bit shitty. Well, this one, the England one that I've got, feels absolutely tremendous. Oh, Joe, we can't answer that kind of question, bud. Too much of an open question. What's up with Malmo? Okay. Right. Oh, we got Pescara. Do we go 1, 2? How much should we control that? I'll tell you what, we're going to go with this. We'll go with this tactic now. We'll see how we get on. Sell everyone. To be fair, that's a good shout. There's not many that I would keep. I'd try and get like 60, 70 million for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Hey, Demo, I didn't see you there, buddy. Welcome in, mate. I've been at work today. It was all right. It rained all day, so I was in a village hall and I taught the school how to play bocce. So something a bit different. It's quite fun. Right, come on, the boys. This is a big one. Pescara, I think, were second favourites, I think, for the league. I think we were like 5th. I'm not quite sure where they are. That don't tell me. It's a nice touch from De Ursi. Good switch. Good switch. Oh, there's the turnover. Too much slow passing. Over. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. What time are you on till? Probably about 11:30, mate. 11:30. You went to college, or how was it? What college did you go to? What are you studying? No, he hasn't messaged me this week, Jace. No, he hasn't messaged me, mate. So let me just double check. Let me just get up my sort out my side page. No, community page. I have got one message. But no, not from... Hang on. Oh, it's not on there. I might have messaged him on the Sort It Out SI website, you know. Because I'm using my data skin and this other skin that I'm going to be showing you in a bit. in maybe a week or so is from the website community, like the main SI forum. We've scored a goal. I can't think where I messaged him, you know. I don't know. I'll have to find where oh, there. So on the 9th of November, he put, "Hey Trekkie, I'm working on the new skin, smiley face." And I replied on the 9th. I haven't heard anything back from him yet. There's some really good skins out this year, though, boys. I think there's some really good skins out. I didn't use this at all last year. I'm not 100% sold on the font and like the black, like the dark. I do prefer the purpley FM vibes than the dark, sort of like the blacky grey that we've got. But for this, for your game and stuff, it's brilliant. And obviously now I've got the FM Stag custom views that I did a video on as well, so they're mixing in quite well nicely with this. Jengs, I ain't used it for ages, mate. I enjoyed it a little bit at the start, building up, and then I did a couple of videos from and sort of like did that sponsorship with them. Views have actually been really good because they're still getting views on the channel now, but it is definitely pay to win, and I wasn't prepared to spend money on a game like that. Not so much pay to win because you can still have success without paying, but I was just finding the harder you went up the leagues and the more seasons you did, the less, you know, the players were more expensive and you were still getting those terrible like one coin rewards and stuff like that. Oh, Pete, man, come on. Like, I don't like, there's some horrendous skins out there that are full of colours and, you know, backgrounds and all sorts, you know, backgrounds behind the text and stuff and too much going on. But in general, can we just hold on here? But in general, the skins, they're going to fucking score. They're going to score. I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I opened my mouth, it's offside. Okay. Jesus Christ. We've played well there. 10 attempts. Just under 1 XG. Take that. That's a big win. Big win. I go to West Lancashire College. Oh, Skelmersdale. I've heard of that. I think Richard Brody's the manager of Skelmersdale. Who reckon is going to... Yeah, England will make out the group stage. I think people are getting a bit too carried away with that. The late leagues are tough and boring. The background, yeah, the background, it just ruins it. Ruins it. Too much going on. But like, this skin's good. The ones that I've kind of posted are skins I aren't going to post skins that I don't like. Yeah, I just like ones like this are just so much better. And I find it bizarre that FM don't nick ideas from people's skins. And like, you know, like the touchline tablet on here is amazing. You got a good book. I've got loads of good books. I've got 3 books on my Christmas list. But I won't get them because Amy's sick of buying of them and I never read the ones that I've got. I haven't even read a page of my Inverting the Pyramid one yet. Yeah, you can do online leagues and stuff, Jens. You probably need like lads or people you know to play with though. It's not like top 11. Ah, yeah, that was it. Yeah, hey up. I get them from wherever I see them. I follow a fair few bloggers, so I get it from not so much Sort It Outside. FM Scout, obviously, I have some. And then I dive into the skinning page on on the SI, like the main forums, you know, where you had to register your bugs and stuff. I know. Only good books. I thought you'd be into your reading, Jace. Like, I want a book on Duncan Edwards, the Manchester United player. There's a biography just been done on him. Obviously died in the Munich air disaster. Like to read that, something a bit different, more story-based, rather than sort of like tactic books. And then there's the Arrigo Sacchi one that I would like. And then there was another one that I saw the other day. I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember what it was. James, who do you support? Are you Portuguese? I do have a Portuguese save idea, by the way. So that could potentially be. He's probably the favourite to be like the save after my Eagles save, which is bizarre because I haven't even started that yet, and I'm already talking about what's coming after it. Right. This is where we've had a couple of nice little results. 2 clean sheets in a row. We've beaten Pescara. We're into 5th. Where are Pescara? They're struggling a little bit. But now we're playing Fidesz Andria. You would hope that we could kick on. Soccernomics. What's that about, Cam? I'm English half. You just fancy managing in Portugal? Joe's a Man City fan. Never mind, mate. Someone has to be. Ooh, footballing nice. I do follow a guy on Twitter, like he's the football book. He just gets like a football book every day. Yes, Jengs. Hopefully we can get a new striker in January. So for this, I'm running just the Italian leagues, Rich. So obviously Serie A, B, C, and then there's 3 divisions of C. But then I've got all players unlocked from Europe's top divisions and South America's top divisions. So I can access a bigger pool of players to buy. And then them clubs will produce regens and either the shitty regens. Because obviously if you have a small database on, you don't have them leagues loaded, and you don't have that box ticked in the setup, you'll only get the big wonder kids. And we need to try, especially in the lower league saves, like the Eagles save as well. I've done exactly the same. Just got Holland loaded. I think I might have got the top division. I can't remember. I might have put the top 5 top divisions in just so we can look at results and stuff. I might have done, I might not have. And then I've got all of Europe's top division. So they will constantly, teams in the top divisions across Europe will constantly produce wonder kids. And not just wonder kids, but players to make the pool of players really big. So I hate, like, you know, when you get into Europe and you play like, so we'll be going to like Conference League, hopefully at some point with Eagles, and we'll play teams like Maribor and, you know, Sheriff and things like that. And if you just have a bog standard database, they're going to have no players. So I'd like them to keep generating their own players, signing players. It makes it more of a fun to save, and it does slow it down. A little bit, but I find it a really good balance. Yeah, see, Rich, when I start a save, mate, I know what I'm doing. And I never plan on like moving around. Someone mentioned that. I think Tony Jameson, who's a Twitch streamer, he's playing with that, I think, at the moment. But I can't see that I've seen it. And sometimes if I really like something like I do with this one, I always think, why change? Side of Manish. What a boy. That's, he was at Fenner, wasn't he? Come on, boys, we need a goal. Come on. Let's ask for a little cheeky demand mark. Good, get there, Peralta. We're just under it a little bit here. We're a little bit scrappy. They're going to score. There you go. Fuck off. No, Joe, I haven't got it yet, mate. I think Ralphie's got it for his Switch. He got it yesterday for his birthday. I'm not that bothered. to be honest. I have asked for Jurassic Park Evolution 2 for my birthday for the PS5. I think it's important now that I try and switch off when I want to game and chill and not play FIFA, because if I end up playing FIFA, I'll just want to play FM. I always think, oh, this would be a good FM save rather than playing, so I like to play the Jurassic Park game. It keeps Ralphie entertained a little bit, but I haven't picked that up for a couple of weeks. No, I don't. COD, no. Mrs. plays COD. Mrs. before, like, she got really busy at uni and stuff. She played COD more than me. I was shit. She's quite good. Might get it for Christmas. She likes just to chill, but she hasn't really had time at the moment. She used to chill and just play online and stuff for a couple of hours. No, Jace, you must be younger than me, Jace. And the kids. I've never got into it. Ralphie's hopefully missed that kind of. No worries, Joe. Thanks for coming in. He's kind of missed that. He loves. He's still a big fan of Left 4 Dead. He loves his Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. We haven't played him for a while. He hasn't played Minecraft. He was upset. He goes through stages where he's your 41. He goes through stages of playing something and he hadn't picked it up, and then we always think, oh, he's gone with, because he has my old laptop, and I always think, oh, he's dead now, he's not going to pick up Left 4 Dead again. Then something will just click and he's obsessed with it for the next 2 months or so. Yeah, I'm not a big Journeyman fan, Joe. I kind of lose the one club, and you're moving around clubs, and I thought I did a Caldonio one, what was it? Oh, the Journeyman, where I was Roberto Baggio, and I enjoyed the first couple and resigned and stuff, and I just always felt like I was better off where I started from. Right, we're going to try and nick a winner here. So we're going to go to that one. We'll do that. See if we can nick a winner. 1.51 as well, XG, 58. We're still dominating the ball. Final third passes, 72. Progressive passes are quite low. I fancy the idea of Rocket League. I think I would enjoy that. I think I've played it a long time ago on like the PS4 or something at Amy's little brother's house. But yeah, normally it's only FM. I do find out that Amy bought this PS5 that I wanted for ages, and I just don't have the time. But I think in time, when obviously now I've reached the big 10k, boys, the clock is ticking for retirement, and I think I'll definitely pick up a little bit more casual gaming when my nights become a little free, and Ralphie's a little bit older, and we can play with him a little bit. Is he actually going to Wigan? Oh, we've nicked a winner, boys. Oh, it's offside. Maybe not. This tactic is absolutely draining them, though. They're absolutely knackered. I'm a sweat. What is that? Is that for COD? Or is that? I don't know bloody lingo. Is he still? Oh, it's tight. Did you see RDS little? No, I didn't, Cam. I haven't watched it. About using the time-wasting slider to change tempo. That makes sense. I've kind of counteracted that with my new tactic that I've got with Eagles. You're a Patreon, aren't you, Cam? You're a Patreon. So I'll put that after the Sunday's video. I'll put the tactic up. Just my way of calming the game down a little bit. Oh, boys. Beautiful. See, we just get going, and then we have a little stinker like that, Right, so let's get Tonin back on that left-hand side. And let's get Agunse back in the middle. We've got a match in 2 days. I was going to give him a rest, but... What is it? What game is it? Cup. I think we'll make some changes for this cup, boys. Yeah, Blue Wicked. I don't really like Smirnoff. It's a bit too bitter. Spending the money wisely. The money, the Patreon money, is Amy's Christmas presents. So, yeah, I appreciate that. And then after Christmas, it's going to be saving to improve things for my PC, because I've got at the moment I've got a desktop fan into the side of my PC, which ain't ideal. And I accidentally didn't turn it on the other day, and even when I was playing FM, it switched the computer off. So I've got a heating issue. It's either, we think it's probably my power, so I'll need to get a new PSU. So I need to buy a new one of them, and then I may replace the motherboard as well, because it's it might be 4 years. The computer might be 4 years old in January. No, 3. 3 years old in January, I think. 3. So it's getting to that bit where things will probably need replacing. Right, we'll go to this other tactic, just so I can put a couple of other little players in. Still got a few injuries, killing us a little bit. We're a little bit short, but we'll be alright. Okay. I have a question, mate. One thing on FM I've never seen is in the tactic screen bottle off is something called... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know at all. I don't know how the game works it out. Mine are normally structured. So I don't know what that tells you. Once again, Matty, I'm following your footsteps. Trying, yeah, I think it's a nice little one. Just sometimes you just got to play the game, Stephen, and just we can all come up with these quirky saves that we've got. Hey, Llama's in. Nothing more quirky than Llama's save. And I think as content creators, we try and think of things that are different, and then sometimes it's just nice to kick back. Like, I think sometimes it's nice just to play like PSG and just have fun for like 3 or 4 years. Click through games really quickly, get used to the game. Tell people who ask me like if they're new to the game and stuff. Just someone like PSG, just enjoy it. Same thing with Man United, you'll enjoy it. How you doing, Lama? Yeah, we're doing all right. We've tweaked it a little bit. We've gone to like a 4-3-3 with wide players that are inside forwards and stuff. Just tweaking, but we're going all right. How you doing, buddy? Dursley's in. Ooh. I believe the structure depends on the formation. It's a good question. I have someone that I can message for that. Yeah, he'll give me an answer. Dan De Gea. Right, this is only the cup, boy, so I'm not that bothered. But we have won like 2 rounds of it already, so we must be in like the last 16, surely. And we're giving some of our reserve players a bit of a run out. Dakir, even though I won the title with Man United, I still fell down to be annoying. That might be they've scored. That might be the match engine doing that to you. Just play. What are you doing? Are you playing? Have you got an offline one, Lama? Or are you playing your main save? Your Dobfather. Good. Nice to see we're pulling people from Twitch. I don't know about you, Lama, but now the game's going. Obviously, I have 2. I only do this on stream anyway, so it doesn't really count. But I don't have time for any of it. I'm all or nothing. I didn't know if you just had one just to tick over a little bit. Your editing will probably take longer than mine, though, mate. How many games are you planning? Because obviously you're doing 3 episodes a week, aren't you? 3 episodes a week. How many games are you looking at having in between each episode? I know you said today about it being a bit of a slow burner. Oh, fucking hell. 2-0. And I'm kind of thinking of doing the same, but obviously I always run it too slow, so I'm only doing 2 videos a week for Eagles. So I need to make sure that I kick on a little bit. I'm going to maybe think about 8, unless I need to come back at an earlier point, and then I'm going to do like season reviews where we look at the data hub and things like that as separate videos, as like a bonus video in like midweek or something. I don't know if I'm going to bring on the big boys here, you know. I tell you what, I'm going to take Shanetti off because he's the only one that I've had to start. And Garottone. I did have a right back. Bollocks. 3-0 down. Boccia scored. I knew that was an Italian name. I told the kids today at school that it was an Italian name. Oh, Ben, you've jumped in my Discord. Good lad. Am I half Italian? I wish I was. Because then I'd have family in Italy, wouldn't I? And it'd be a cheap holiday. No, I just love everything about Italy. Food, the wine, the teams, the weather. Right, we're going out the cup. It's not the end of the world. Have you seen the attendance? The attendance is 24. Bearing in mind that we sell out our stadium of like 9... No, we don't sell it out, but we have an average attendance of about 9,000. And we've not even managed to take 100 people to this team's pitch. Oh, it keeps going off. I thought you were Peter Parker. Why is he half Italian? I'll start speeding it up a bit for now. Probably do 5 episodes per season. Okay. Yeah, I think. But then what I'll probably do is if I have like, you know, like a semi-final kind of thing, I'll maybe split it over 2 episodes and maybe do like 3 episodes in a week or something like that. Do like a bonus video. I'm changing the format anyway. I think I'm gonna stream Thursday, Saturdays now. So it gives me a head start in the week to get all my videos done and out of the way. Because I was going to stream on Wednesdays, but I'm going to push it over to Thursdays, I think. Oh, thanks. Another person that I look like. Brilliant. The rest of the fans. PayPal. Yeah, you got to do PayPal. Yeah. No, don't email them. Send them the WhatsApp, because I don't think they respond to the emails very well. Just send them a WhatsApp. I've sent them a WhatsApp for 2 years nearly, and I had a problem, mate, so it's now to worry about. Also as well, they send you the PayPal link, and then at least you know, look, with the PayPal, just for whatever reason, say the company goes bust tomorrow or something dodgy happens, you're going to lose your order, and they haven't got your bank details because you've paid on PayPal, so it's safe. She just sends you a link to pay on. No worries, buddy. God, Amy hates it. I tell you, I might do a Twitter thread of everyone that apparently I look like. When you go to Serie A, yeah, baby. I don't know, mate. Why you want me to sign Bellingham? It'd be nice. He might be pushing 30. He might be pushing 30. To be fair. Yeah, Amy hates Michael Dawson. Cam, he's shit, innit he? He's shit on that Gillette Soccer Saturday. Like me on a Let's Play video. Good. Are you as hard as Chuck Norris? I've been told to look like Luka Modric, Ray Parlour, Diego Forlan, David Luiz, Neil Warnock, Peter Parker. My karate skills aren't as good. There's some more. There is some more somewhere. Right, we're going back to our flat 4. We'll get Ogunse back in. Peterman back in. Nikolai's fit-ish. I think we will strengthen just with a couple of bodies, I think. A couple of midfield bodies, I think, in January. Let's get Tonin in, leading goal scorer. And... where's Peralta? Oh, there he is. Diego Peralta. Mark Zuckerberg. Fuck off. Yeah, it's because of the big nose, isn't it? That's horrendous, Neil Warnock. I think we need to stop talking about all the ugly people that I look like. In the pundit job, oh, Jesus. Same with TalkSport, innit? You look like Eminem. I did when I had my hair bleached. I suppose I would have looked like weed even more. We'll never know what you look like, Jace, will we? We will never know. I do have someone actually in my videos who's now started commenting called J Thomas. He's already a good footballer. Good footballer, just shit pundit. Fucking fly. Piss off. Yes, we're 1-0 up. We're playing Picorino. Picorino? Picorino. Good. Right, so they're obviously playing a cautious. It was like they're playing a low block. We should absolutely dominate here. Just see how we break them down when we've just got 3 lads stood up front. I'm hoping that if they're playing a real narrow block, they aren't really. But I think it'll give us the opportunity to get this right, our fullbacks going, and then crosses in the box like this. Oh, I called it, didn't I? Called it. I know what I'm talking about. It's a fly, boys. If I keep doing that because there's a fly and it keeps landing on my LED screen, I'm just scared of hitting him too hard and breaking things. No, he just stutters. Just stutters and he's like, oh yeah, ooh, oh. That was a great impression. Kai Havertz? No, I've not had that one, James. No, dance. He just stutters and yeah, he's just in it because he's an ex-pro, isn't he? And I think it's also shit. Like, I know the other guys were getting on a bit, but I did like how they got on together and they've tried to improve it. There's a couple of them that are all right on there, but generally they're not great, are they? Giving them 4 chances though. I didn't think they'd have that many after. I suppose we're into the second half. They've got a player called Reginaldo. And as well with the database size that I've got, boys, when it comes to, like, say we don't get promoted this year, it'd be so easy to, like, completely rebuild the squad because most of the Tonin's in. Oh, he's actually shanked it. It's so easy because there'll be players all over Europe that'll be on the free transfer list. And obviously a lot of non-league Italian players from maybe the 4th tier that we might be able to pinch any good ones. Yeah, I do like... I don't mind the BT stuff sometimes. It's all not great. I do enjoy listening to podcasts more and like Tifo. their analysis of games rather than Gary Neville at times. But I think they're still a decent level. Costa, nice little step in there, buddy. I need to make the most out of my substitutions. And rotate a little bit in that midfield because they're doing a lot of doggy work. We have 5 subs as well, so really there's no excuse. You should be doing, I think, to keep the squad happy as well. 5 subs is an absolute winner. And I just sometimes, especially when I'm streaming with you guys, when I'm streaming, I forget so often. We just go through games and I think, shit, I ain't actually made any changes. We've had 70% of the ball. They're in. Oh, good save. Woodlight's doing all right for clean sheets at the moment. So what do you... Because where are you? Where are you? Norway? Finland? Mirkon? Where are you? Do you not have English pundits? I know it's Finland. So do you have English pundits working for Finnish TV? Fucking flies through my head in. That's not bad. He's done. That's a nice little cushy job, isn't it? Do you get 3 o'clock kickoffs though, Mirkon? Right, we're up to 3rd, boys. We're doing well. It's tight though. Well, apart from Catanzaro. We can catch them though. Have I got this fucking auto-saving? I have. Good for that. Get everything. Fuck. How? Don't mind me asking. How have you ended up in Finland? Because obviously you're not Finnish. 28. Ha! Via plays nice. Everything it said nice. We don't mind. Like, a few people have offered us sticks and stuff, but like my uncle keeps going on about it, but he keeps saying, "Oh, the signal worked great the other night," and I couldn't handle that. Like Man United playing in league, and then yeah, having a shit signal. So I'm happy paying for guaranteed quality. We get Lee injury, and then who is it on Talk Sport? So I do listen to Talk Sport a bit because I aren't really into music, and phones sometimes don't work for podcasts because a lot of my schools are in the countryside and signal's terrible. Got him. I got him. We'll try, Jengs. Who's it on top? Like Agabia Bonglaho. I just don't understand why he's on. He's boring. He has shocking football. I do know why he's on. There's one reason why he's on, I think. Because it's a box ticker. Because I just don't find his insight into anything that he says of any use. Because he's just a good TalkSport gobshite. And I enjoy listening to Simon Jordan. And I enjoy listening to some of the... Like, they used to have a really good programme on a Sunday night with the European stuff. And they get some good guests on at times, like Andy Brassel from, like, European Sport and stuff like that. But a lot of the time, it's absolute pish. I moved to Sweden for work. Wife started there 2 weeks later. All right, okay. Is it good in Finland? Are you enjoying it? I suppose you have to say that. Yeah, I'm loving it. Is it a nice place to live? How much is a pint? Right, we've got Anvelina. We've got a tricky run here. Potenza is 6th. Then we've got Anvelina at home, and then we've got Well, it was someone who was second. Who was second? Ooh, Juve Stabia. Stabia. We've tightened it up though in the league. We've had. I'm ignoring that defeat because we played our reserve side. We've conceded 1 goal in 4 games, and before that, we conceded 4, 6, 10 in 4. So the little tactical tweaks have helped us. Yeah, have they officially? Yeah, and I found a really bizarre way of like. So it's the same thing with like Jamie O'Hara and stuff like that. That they don't find. The need to have serious football people on. Like, imagine if like Tifo like they had a 3-hour stint on there. Like, I do enjoy Simon Jordan, because obviously he's very knowledgeable and he kind of says it how it is. I don't mind Danny Murphy, if I'm picking, without being too picky. When it just spoils it, I just switch off. I never listen to breakfast, which is annoying because I'm normally in the car for maybe a good 20 minutes. And I just mean, like, when I take Ralph to school, I just sit in silence. And then on the way to work, after I've dropped him off, I think about what I need to do for the channel. So I suppose it's a good time to have a little bit of silence, because now we don't have the dog. Walking the dog used to be the opportunity for me to contemplate my life, etc. Not contemplate my life like that, but you know what I mean. Think. €5. That's not bad, is it? It's not bad. Right, Potenza. They are in the playoffs. I imagine they'll probably go above us. So let's get up. We don't need our phone. I'm going to change the touchline tablet in a minute. Shanetti. Can we get the rebound? No. Right, pause. We don't need our... So let's go... Let's get league table in there. That's a little bit to it. I've added some things in here as well. I added ball share, progressive passes, final third passes, sprints, and passes per defensive action. So they're obviously pressing quite high. We have only played 10 minutes though. But they're averaging a better PPDA than us. And Ali McCoy's okay, but he's on that breakfast, isn't he? He's on that. He's one who's quite casual and good to listen to, but yeah. I don't like Jim White either. The boys who through the midday, like 1 till 4, are okay. There's just a little bit. I don't like. Is it the guy that's not on so much? They have like Andy Jacobs, Hawksby and Jacobs. I think it's the Jacobs guy that's not on very often. He does me head in. I can't listen at work because obviously like with my job and stuff anyway, so I don't listen to it. I watch a few TalkSport clips on YouTube, mainly just what Simon Jordan said and stuff. I don't really watch it for anything else. And obviously they had Sean Dyche on the other day, didn't they? Was it last week or early on in the week? Yeah, it would have been last week, I think, so that was quite good. I watched all them clips back on YouTube. Oh, it's a big chance. That's good, Macon. We're just nicking up wins, mate. Few clean sheets. We're up to 4th. We're not in a promotion. We're not in a championship race yet because we're still fucking 15 points. Catan and Zara have only dropped 4 points so far this season, but we're a little bit more solid. A little bit more solid. We've still got our 3 up front though. Right, let's get Peterman off. Oh, let's go Cheriko. Turning struggling, so let's go Vujav. Peralta's stinking because he missed that sitter. Oh, don't you dare. Oh, come on. Massive looper. Massive looper. Do me a favour. Straight ball as well. There's no way he's generated that much pace off that straight pass. That clipped in pass. Fucking hell. 0.42 XG. We've had 1.16. And we've lost 1-0. Throw the water bottle. It's disappointing. It's knocked us down as well. It's fine. I think we just need to be... The higher up the league we are, the better shape we are for the playoffs. So... We'll go with... Like... If we just look at the league rules... Top gets promoted to B, and then second place goes through to the quarterfinals, and then there's a third round, second round, first round after that. So obviously the higher up you go, the less games you have to play, I suppose, at the end of the season. And they might come like really quick, like 3 days apart. Yeah, they didn't react. I don't think they reacted very well to it, but I think it was necessary. We'll get 2 wins here. Get a good win at Juve Stabia. That'd be a good save choice, wouldn't it? Juve Stabia, because obviously they must be based. You would have thought they're based in Turin. Do you think? City, oh, Casson? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Rivalries. None. We've got a derby with a rival rhythm. Okay. You've got to fucking die to get 3 points. I should really have some Warnock things on here, shouldn't I? Some Warnock soundboards. Because I've only got 4. I've got, obviously, my Golazzo. I've got the Graham Souness one that we're so not going to use anymore because that was Galatasaray. I've got... Wait for that to go. Right outside Naples. So no, it's not to do with them, has it?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. And then I've got...
Oh, what about that? Send him off! Send the investigator off!
I've got that one. So we could do it. There's definitely room for some Warnocks. Lecce, how's it going? It's been tough first season, right? You have got, who is it, Anya? Samuel and Titi. Right. We're a little bit tired because we're playing midweek. 2 right backs injured. Tremendos. I think we just go with it. Shanetti's struggling a little bit. Who's good at box-to-boxing? Okay, we'll go with that. This is to get our nose. We get our noses in front and get in these games. We just seem to not take our chances as well as typical FM. I think a lot of people are seeming to get punished. I never feel like it's the other way around, where a team does me on XG quite convincingly and we end up coming away with a win. I aren't having that at the moment. It always seems to be me getting beat or drawing with a team that have an extremely lower XG compared to ours. Be interested to see how that translates into the Eagles, because a lot of the games were predicted. I finished third bottom in the Eredivisie, so obviously some of our games are going to be, most of our games are going to be classed as underdogs. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on. Yeah, go and get the shot. Yeah. Yeah. Followed by that's what she said. Yes, Tony. Shmee, can't you do through 5-3-2? No, because this is... There is a 5-2-3 coming for my Eagle save. Well, 3-4-3, I like to call it. But no, we're trying to recreate a Zeman 4-3-3, who was the manager of Foggia in the early 90s. What made me pick go ahead? I wanted to go to Holland. Because I haven't managed there yet. I wanted to pick a team out of, like, ideally in the second tier, so I was going to pick Ado Den Haag. And then obviously because of Ten Hag being at go ahead and making his sort of like managerial career start there, they've also not had much. They're quite small. Good kit, good name. I think the name hits a lot of people, doesn't it? So yeah, that's why I've chose them. I'm not expecting it to be like amazing. Like, we never are the Let's Plays, unless you're Lama, because he absolutely smashes his views. Most of my views come from like tactic videos and stuff. But I've really enjoyed pre-season. I was quite sad tonight that pre-season came to an end, because that meant I had to stop playing, which bodes well for the series. Yes, get in. There's not a lot of pressure on us. The only thing I'm worried about is the money. Like, our wage bill for the year is 55k. Sorry, our wage budget for the week is 55,000 a week. And obviously Ajax have 3 or 4 players that are on that individually. So it's not much money. We're way off a lot of the other teams. I think we've got like one of the lowest league wage bills in the league. So it's going to take only 9,000 seat stadium. No debt, which is good. But it's going to take a little bit of a turnaround with the budget we're on. I'm not going to be able... A lot of players will leave after season 1. But I'm not going to be able to turn them into then... the season after, where we bring in loads of players, because we've got loads of money to sort of like waste. Just doing some substitutions. Hey, Ticker, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, pal. Right, to me, you've just come in, and you've already told me I should have jabbed this tactic, and I should be managing this team. Just chill your beans. Episode 1 of Let's Play, always do well. You get better views than me on your bloody Let's Plays. Because you're better. That's a prime example, because I can't even bloody talk properly. Dutch League is like Scotland with a few more decent teams. Yeah, I just wanted some of that because of we're trying to like build a nation with it, but I didn't want to go down the route of like Northern Ireland, because I can't commit to like a 20 or 30 season save, and I thought Holland is way off, but you have those big clubs that will no doubt help with like coefficient and stuff like that. I watched Second Yellow Cards video on how he does his building nations, and there was stuff, even though, by the way, he's a tremendous content creator, and I do really enjoy watching his content. He kind of cheats a little bit, because he gets loads of players in when he's built up the money, and then loans them out to the teams in the league to make them stronger, and it's just a bit unrealistic. So I thought, I don't have time to work and do a 30-year save and do the long ultimate, like, can I win the Champions League with an Irish team or something like that? So I thought Holland was a good place to start. People are maybe more familiar with the league, which always helps. We've got the massive team of Ajax that we've got to overturn. We're taking an unpopular team in terms of Eagles, who haven't done well. We've kind of stuttered a little bit over recent years. So, yeah, that's the why. That's the reason why. I never pick, like, the main saves that I pick on the channel are never saves that I feel like are going to do really well. I think the idea is when you do a save that long anyway, like, even if you did, like, Real Madrid, after a few seasons, a lot of people will start not watching. So it's important, I think, that you enjoy your main save and then pad it out with, like I do, pad it out with other things, streams, tactics videos, tutorials, that kind of stuff. Love the kit. Which the Eagles one. I know they haven't got it on my fake shirt. And it's like, nah, 80 quid. So it cost me like, even the Foggia one. Foggia kit was like 65 euros, 70 euros for a kit. All good here, mate. How's Foggia? Yeah, we're okay. The tactic's not something that I would choose, obviously, by the look of it. But it suits the manager style that we're trying to copy. Fucking Catanzaro. 16, 14 wins, 2 draws, no defeats. They're absolutely walking to the title. So we're going to be in the playoffs. So it's just going to be where that we get a decent draw in the playoffs, I suppose. Right, centre half needs resting. I'm going to play this Shanetti a little bit higher because I think he's a bit more better technically. He's quite nice. He's only 31 now. He's only 31. He is 31. Rizzo wants to start more games. He's 25. He's quite nice. He's not as good as Milone either. What's my wage bill? Got 53. So my wage budget in Serie C is pretty much the same as what I've got as going with Go Ahead Eagles. It could be. What, in real life? On their official website, Stu. Well, we were on attacking. We've just dumbed it down a little bit. Just to try and prevent goals conceding. Because we let in 10 in 4 there. So we've got onto balanced. Which has helped us still dominate the game in terms of possession. But it's just helped us defensively a little bit. Tweaked a couple of the roles as well. We've got a box-to-box instead of a double Mazzala. And then we've gone wing-back support instead of full-back on attack. Always depressing when... Yeah, it's I think, though, Macon, you've got to, like... It's just what happens. Your first video is always... Apart from when I did the Eagles save, Crystal Palace... I think at the end of the first season, we geared up because Crystal Palace had like 40 players that you could release on a free after the first season, and I released every single one of them. So that made a really good video where I said like 40 players gone transfer window, and that like rocketed up to, I think it's like the highest number in terms of views on a Let's Play video I've ever had. But generally, like, your first episode is 1. So like last year, my episode 1 for Athletic Club York flopped. And then since then, it never gets going. So you kind of know from day one how your series is going to generally do. You'll get the occasional people watching like later on, like I'll watch. But I think generally it's that first 2 weeks where you'll know how your save's going to go. Enough people would have been given the opportunity to watch your save, your first episode after the first 2 weeks. I might do a premiere with it, but I think sometimes it sends the views a bit funny. Thank you, Shmi. I try and keep it mixed. I like the tactics videos, keep the channel like growing. I think at a pace that I'm happy with, and then the Let's Plays are just what I want to do. If I could get the same channel, I do like doing the occasional tactic. But I'm trying to not put pressure on myself and making sure that I have one out every week. Especially at the early stages of the game where I'm still trying to understand how the bloody game works and how the match engine works. Yeah, titles. I'm going to try and change my titles up a little bit for the Let's Plays and not have like episode 2 kind of stuff. Omega Luke kind of told me to do that. And try and make them look like their own separate videos. But then that means changing like the thumbnail to like a completely different thumbnail all the time, and I don't want to have that too much. I will tweak the thumbnail and have a different title and a different picture for it, but I don't want to change it too much. Right, we're 1-0 up, by the way. This is what I mean with these stream saves. I never concentrate enough on the bloody game. I think enough people have stopped doing Let's Plays now. I think, yeah, maybe there is. I think still, like, I think it appeals to my, like, I think every demographic of people's channels are different. And I think probably, to be fair, if Llama's still in mine and like FM Llama's, probably people are probably quite similar in terms of age profile and how we, even though me and Llama's much more, I would say, story-based and stuff, while mine is a little bit more maybe tactical and real-life kind of stuff. I think we probably have similar audiences to maybe like probably even Leluja, with mine and his videos are you know, completely different. But I think my audience, the audience that I've got now, kind of makes sense. Like I could never go down the route of like Luke and Hood Gaming and stuff, because their content is driven, as Luke always says, his content is driven to a particular audience. I think Luke would probably love to do a long Let's Play. You know, if it could get in the same amount of views as what his normal videos get, he would probably snap your hand off. But it's not the case. His viewers like something like that. His viewers like him to do this stuff that he's doing now. I can't get my words out today. What's up? I've been like that at work today. Obviously, the WKD is working. By the way, this is a massive win. If we could see it out, we'll have to be more disciplined. I'm going to praise it as well. Can Peterman bag one? Ooh. No, he can't. Oh, that's a great pass. Okay. Yeah, he does, Jace. Hey, Eduardo, how are you doing, buddy? Too much blue wicket. Yeah, he does. It's not for me, because I think you lose that little bit of chat with, like, I think the good thing about my streams, especially on YouTube, are that the chat is always really busy. Like this, I'm going to be a little bit big-headed. You guys in the chat, this chat is probably busier than people who are doing FM with maybe 100 and plus views. 100 plus viewers. So if I went down the route of that kind of network, I suppose network kind of save, you kind of lose that a little bit. I've also got no friends really, so I've got no one to stream it with. And then you've got to do times, and I'm quite like, you know, like Saturday nights is, you know, I really look forward to getting on stream, and then some nights after, if I've had a really busy day at work, it's easier for me to say no. Then I'm not, even though I'm letting you guys down, I'm not letting down another content creator at the same time. So I'll just stick with my bag. With this kind of viewers and videos, you'll probably piss through half the teams. Piss through half of the teams on the game. What do you mean? Thought about. To be fair, the reason for it was that he said if Grealish is worth 100 mil and Anthony's worth 90 mil, then Mudryk is worth that, which I thought was a fair valuation. But it's hard when he says it like that. You have to kind of agree with them. But I think they're just saying that to make sure. I think they're keen to know that he's going to be their biggest asset for maybe the next 10 years. They're in obviously a difficult situation, and the more that if they can get anything like 70 million plus, they know that is going to completely reshape whatever scenario they are in at some point when they get back to playing. Hopefully sometime, it's not going to be soon, is it, in Ukraine, but that they have that money there, or at least them tick over. They need to get in like the Polish league. They need to like move into the Polish league. They need to expand the Polish league for a couple of years. I get burnt out on my own stuff, Mircom. So yeah, I think it has. Shmee, I think it has. Balanced. If you've got an attacking formation, attacking roles, the balanced mentality works just fine. And I think it does help you retain possession a little bit. Today I started my annual, athletic double bow save. I'm getting Monayi. See, this is the thing. Monayi and Williams are they're just a little bit old, aren't they? They're a little bit old. Right, we've got Monterossi. Right. Where were they? 7th. Okay. What is with this team? It's annoying because we've drawn with the bottom of the league as well. So an extra 2 points would have had us up to 3rd. I think the prediction was 5th. So we're in 5th. But I think we're in a good place now. Hey, scientist, how are you doing, my man? We're doing all right. We've tweaked it a little bit. We've still got the 4-3-3. We're still attacking roles, but we've just put it onto balance. And it's worked. We're picking up some big wins now. Well, big clean sheets. To be fair, yeah, in my save, Eduardo, Sanchez was okay, or Sunset. Nico Williams was horrendous. Like, he wasn't nowhere near good enough. So obviously that's changed now. And he'll be an absolute baller in this year's game. At least you get through. And Simon, yeah, he was good sell-on value. I was lucky that I got some really good regens as well, which I think you'll always get in Bilbao. But, yeah. That was another save where we just didn't. One bugger all. I enjoyed that one, though. Yeah, it was a really weird one, that. But I think no one I really anticipated. I think at some point they may get something back. I think it was key for those foreigners to get out of the country though at the same time, Jace. Like if that was my son and he was playing there and that happened, it'd be like, right, you get out of that contract as quickly as you can. So I can see why the players have done it. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Now he's back there. Yeah, I could never get him with mine. Odizzola. And you obviously got Herrera's back there, right? Hey up, John. I've started to build a nation in Poland, starting in my 2nd tier. My players are pissed. Are they? They are way too good for this level. Oh, no. Are they on decent contracts? Get them on. Well, it'll be too late now. I think now, boys, you've got to be really clear about player. If there's any players. So I used to normally leave my players to 12 months. And at the start of the next season, I'd then go through some contracts and sign really good ones. And I think now, contract extensions, I think now with this game, I found that if you leave it till the end of the season, at the start of the new season, they've got 12 months, they'll already consider going elsewhere and want to run the contract down. So any potential ballers, my youth system at Eagles isn't great. So we haven't got any young players in there, but yeah, you need to get players that you really want tied down. You don't want the contracts to be running below 18 months, I would have thought. Right, we've had a really good win. Can we kick on? So we have a good win and then we slip up with either a little crappy draw. These are what to say, these are 7th, but we're at home. Never heard of them. To be fair, there's a lot of teams in this division that I'm not heard of. I wanted to do one with Chievo. I was hoping they were going to bounce back, but they haven't bounced back this year. After dropping out the league at the start of last year, they were hoping to bounce back. One of the Chievo legends was trying to build a club, and it all fell through. And now he's ended up at his local amateur side. I can't think what he's called. Oh, Chievo legend, central midfielder, I think he was. I'll drive me insane that. Jason will know. I'm well over from the start. Sounds like a rough one, mate. If you get promoted though, you never know. That can change the attitude of a lot of them. Get promoted in that first season, you might be all right. Right, they're playing a cautious diamond, so it'd be good if we can work those wide areas, get them overlaps in. Oh, he's at the bar. Screamer. Absolute screamer from my standing right back, who's a centre half. We'll give that a Golazzo. Absolute screamer. Good. Just looking how we build up with that. A half-back, I do recommend, boys, a half-back for build-up is brilliant. And I think you should, like, that is just fizzed a lovely pass out to the left. So if you get a decent player who's half decent at passing, half-back is really good because it does allow you, naturally allows your full-backs to push on a little bit. That's a great goal. That came out from the back, that was total football. Let's just bring it back. Bring it bloody back. Right, play it and we'll go. I can't change angle, can I? Can I? There we go. So goalkeeper, centre half, half back, midfielder, right back. Here's my half back. Switches it, lovely switch, and then we're off because they're playing that narrow diamond. We've got a bit of an overload in here. Costa into my Mazzala. Lovely pass into Tunin, the other centre forward. Into Peralta, the right centre forward. That's a beautiful goal, boys. I'm sorry, but it is. Sorry, but it is. That bloody Dakub. Bloody hoofball, man. I'm going to show you a video on Sunday. When my Eagles video, first episode, the first goal that we ever scored in pre-season was like that. Like a little bit playing out from the back, 20 odd passes, boom, boom, boom. We scored a great goal. So I will be showing that. That could be the highlight of the save. So I'm completely fifth. I'm really happy with how the tactic is looking and working. But I'm just a bit scared that when it comes to the big things of the league, that we're going to get pulled apart. But yeah, we are playing some good stuff. Might even do a tactic video on this. I think we'll have to let it run a little bit. But I will add, for you patrons, I will add this tactic onto the Patreon, and I will put the, after Sunday's episode, I will put the Eagles one on as well. I would like people to try the Eagles tactic and to see how they get on, how they're finding it. Right, let's get Malumbi off. Let's give him a rest. Costa off. Right, let's pause. Let's rest a few players. Let's get these 5 subs on, eh? I'm going to say he's struggling a little bit, but we'll leave him on. Right, I've got one more sub. I'll have to do. Good, Peralta. Get that back now. I'm quite happy with our sprints because they've done more high intensity sprints than us, but we've had 59% of possession of the ball, and we're not that far behind them. So I'm quite happy with how the effort, because obviously there's a man tactic. When they lose the ball, it's like, not really, Smee. I think with the Eagles save, I'm playing, my 3-4-3 is obviously 3 centre-halves, 2 very aggressive wing-backs, and the wing-backs on attack. And at the moment, I'm playing a roaming playmaker and a register, which is kind of working, and they're not vacating that midfield area too much. And because we've got that bank of 3, we're kind of okay. But I am thinking, like, when we go away from home, we may put it down to cautious, and then look at changing those 2 roles and maybe just having like a volante and then maybe a defensive, maybe a deep, because I had a deep line playmaker on defend, and I just thought we had a too big a gap between the front 3 and the defensive midfielders. So we may do that. We might put like a defensive midfielder in on defend, or a deep line playmaker on defend, something like that. Oh, I don't know. Oh, sorry, Jess, I didn't see that. Let me see if I can find him. So let's go on display. Let me just move over that. Wikipedia. Chievo. Right, that's them. No, Sergio, that's him. Sergio Pellissier. That's him. And later in summer 2000, Chievo were expelled from Serie B. This meant the club was bankrupt and needed two owners to restart in Serie D. Pellissier led the search for a new ownership group but was unsuccessful. On August 21st, Pellissier announced that Chievo would cease to exist in the Instagram post. What is wrong with my words today? Calling it one of the saddest days of his life. He then decided to found a new club himself named FC Chievo in 2021, which was admitted to the Terrestre Categorizeza for the 2020-21 season. The club was then renamed FC Clevense following a legal warning from Chievo's chairman and owner. So that's completely gone horrendously. So yeah, he's managing there, which is like the 9th tier. Jesus. So if you get, there's a save, 9th tier of Italian football. So there's a save for you. Shmi, good. Thanks for coming in, pal. Appreciate it. Take care, buddy. Because of the Belgian areas. Right, we've got Crotone, who were, I think Crotone were the favourites. They were the favourites for the league at the start of the season. Obviously, I imagine that's changed now. Pescara are now 8-13 on, which is bizarre, seeing as they're... What, 8th? Edward Dorran. How are you doing? We're just we're looking at Chievo and the fact that they never returned. One of their all-time favourite like greats. What's he called? What did we say he was called? Pellissier. He's now set up his own team. He called it FC Chievo, but the Chievo Verona tried to sue him, so he's changed it to something else, which I imagine is maybe the name of the town that he's in. And he started an amateur team in the 9th tier of Italy. So there you go. There's a save and a half for you. I'm always scared of doing those big databases for a main save. 9:30 again, mate. 9:30 again on Saturday, buddy. Always. Absolutely. I will dig around. There may be there normally is a lower league Italians like database kicking about. I'm not quite sure if there's one kicking about that low. $18 points off fucking these twats. We're just going to be happy. We're in a good place, though, in terms of form. And we'll just hopefully, if we can just get in a good playoff putt and be in good form. Who's my best box to box? Yeah. He's not bad. We got him on loan from another. Oh no, where we got him on loan from? Genoa. I think we'll definitely try and get some like Serie B will just open up better loanees for us and stuff. And we have said we're getting decent attendances, but the money. I think the money things. I think our money situation ain't great. I think our money situation is rubbish. Yeah. Well, minus. We started on 500k as well, and now we're on 376. Because we have a loan of 50 grand a month, which, bearing in mind, we're in December, so we've paid that in, what, July, August, September, October, November, December. 6 times 50 is 300. So, that would have put us 76 in debt, which ain't bad. I imagine there's no prize money in Serie C. But our attendances are good. Team stats, team detailed. We've got the 5th highest budget, 2.28, so we're about where we are. No transfer spend. Average attendance, look at that, 8,800, and our stadium is only 35% full, so we've got the opportunity there to really grow. Like Montessori, we've just beaten 272. Right, this is big, because Crotone are league favourite. Well, they were league favourite start of the season. Pellissier, that's him. That's the man. I'm first after 15 games, only 2 points clear, loving it. That left back on loan. Do you think, why would he be gone in Jan? Yeah, because if you didn't know, Edward is doing a Foggia save. He's in my Discord at the moment. He's decided to follow the inspiration. Yeah, so that 300k, Jess, we won't be far off then. I think obviously once you get into if you get into Serie A, that kind of money is not going to bother you, is it? But losing like 600k a year in loans for a club in the 3rd tier, I think it's obviously massive. Obviously, we're not going to have much in terms of youngsters either. I think what we're going to do is try and cherry pick players that have got released from like the big teams in Serie B. So your Parmas, your Genoas, players that get released, and maybe a few from maybe Serie A. Maybe if we're still in Serie B, in Serie C, which is kind of still likely because of the nature of the playoffs. Anything can happen, and all that. Are we paying him that? Do you know what? I think I said that. Can you cancel it in January? Because if you can, we might do the same. Because there's that Rizzo. So this is the guy. Costa. Shit, yeah, we're paying like 10 grand of his wages, boys. Fucking hell. Look, and the next one down. So there's our massive amount of our wage budget. We lose him. We can maybe get 3 other players in, and then we have got Rizzo here, who's good enough for this league. So I think you're right. He's good, like, but not amazing. He's quite a good all-rounder. He's 5'9" as well. He's tiny, man. Bigger than me, but... Yeah, well, we'll find to it. We'll probably go till the transfer window opens. What time is it now? We'll go for a little bit longer. We're on the 17th of December, so we might kick on till that and see if we can get rid of him. Oh, no. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Tomislav Papazov. Let's give him a little encourage. Right, very quiet first half. They've had one shot, we've had one shot. They've had 2 shots. Okay, not what we wanted. I've said that we're unlucky, but we're not. We haven't played well. It's good. We're so good at getting them fullbacks into good areas. Then we have players to flood the box. He's missed an absolute sitter. An absolute sitter, Tonin. Jesus. Well won. Right, we've made a good start to the second half here. Papazov moving forward. Goes long for Tonin in the channel. Have you got a finish for me? He dinked it. He's got Spawny, but we'll take it. Ricardo Tonin's 11th of the season. And it's 1-1. We've made an electric start to the second half, boys. So they're quite open. Maybe not as open as us, but obviously our 4-3-3 is 3 strikers. We're still quite narrow. It's a good win. We're winning, getting turnovers here at the moment. We don't want another turnover. He's clicked one in the channel. Get the balls in the box. Tonin's there. Oh, how is he scored from there, boys? I think it's a little bit smelly, but we'll take it. It's a great finish. Considering he couldn't score from 2 yards about 5 minutes ago, and he's just banged 2 in. What starts the second half? Oh, I have a needle. Did Foggia go down? Yeah, I think so. Like the ball, mate, I think. I didn't see your little message there in the middle. But how are you gonna? You're not gonna be able to buy him though, are you, Haaland's cousin? Because he's gonna cost pennies, or is that just gonna be a loanee? Because I've got no money whatsoever. Or is that, are you looking in advance? Are you gonna get out of the division? Right, we've turned it round there, boys. It's a tremendous win. Clap it in. Clap it in. By the way, boys, tremendous tipple. I think that may be the drink of choice on a Saturday. Because when it gets, like, I know it's like winter now, but this house gets so hot. And we've had the radiators on a little bit when we get home, get back from school and work and stuff. This just turns into an oven. So that was very refreshing. Right, we're second. I think we've probably played a little bit earlier than some of the others. Oh, is it? What's Haaland's cousin called? I have got a decent date. I'm hoping I've got a date. I'm sure I've got a decent database size on. Is it that one? Oh no, that's his. That's one of his cousins, isn't it? Is it that one? It's that one, isn't it? Look at the face on him. Oh yeah, he's only 150 quid a week. He would suit our target man at middle, wasn't he? Sitting there. Okay. We'll follow him. There's Jude. Hey, Jude. I think he goes to Man City a lot, doesn't he? Is that your team? Is that our... Strums. Who's your star player? I've not heard of any of them. I'm going to be honest. I've heard of any of them. Fred Friday, tremendous. Good beard. Probably my Norwegian team is Lillestrøm, from TIFF. Does anyone remember TIFF? This is football. And I used to play with them, and they had a right winger, and he was tremendous in it. And he used to just get the ball and cutting on his right foot and just smash into top corner. So they're my Norwegian team. I haven't done anything in Scandinavia properly. I always said that I was going to do Gothenburg. So Sweden is calling at some point. Gothenburg would be my Scandinavian team that we'd go with. Because of the old Sven, Goran Eriksson. Won what, the UEFA Cup with like part-time players. France have won the World Cup, boys. Hate to see it, because that twat Mbappe's smiling at me. Oh, really? Oh, is that where Odegaard was from? Okay. Got a nice little bit of money for him as well, didn't you? Because obviously he jumped there to Real Madrid, so the money was probably a little bit better than if he had jumped to like a mid-table German side or something like that. Right, we're on the 23rd of December. Right, we're going to play this last game, and then it'll get us through to January the 1st, and then we'll have a good idea if we can cancel this loan. And then Edmund, you'll know then. Full fit squad as well, which is nice. Means we can bring back in Moses Odja. Let's get Alberto Rizzo on that left, because he's getting a little bit unhappy. So let's get him in. And Malombo. Move them around like that. Yeah. I can remember him. I don't think I might have signed him. I'm not going to say that I can remember saves back from there. I am also thinking of doing a little video. Someone has recreated 97-98 CM. And that's like my favourite game of all time. So I'm going to download that at some point. Maybe do a little stream. A one-off stream with it. I used to be always Monaco as well. Trezeguet, Thierry Henry, Jaffa Enderam, Fabian Barthez, someone else. Martin Jedtu, is it? Jetu? Fucking great start. 26 seconds, boys. We're one up. We're on it. Alright, okay. Hi, very nice stream. Can I ask you a question? Thank you very much. Very nice stream. Thank you, Danny. If a player has a killer ball trait and you give him... Oh, see, these are what Daniel... It's a great question. It's a great question. I don't honestly know. And it's one of those things that I've kind of been thinking about with a lot of things like that where they contradict each other in terms of what would actually happen. I don't know. My advice would be to play games, like play a couple of games in like comprehensive or even like full match and just watch what he does. I imagine, like it was saying with Munayin, so I had Munayin and he had a trait at Bilbao that was something like doesn't do through balls or something like that. And it was really annoying because I wanted him to be my playmaker to like play balls in for Inaki. It's I say trait always, then PI. Oh, there you go. Make on no worries, buddy. Thanks for coming in, pal. Yes, it was, yeah, Eduardo. Yeah, I was aware of it. What's this? Falcao. Ronaldinho. No, I was just talking about my Monaco players, I think, though. But yeah, I think we'll do a little save with it. I'll see if I can get it working first. You actually used to download an MS-DOS, DOS box, to get the old MS-DOS working, so you could do it. I don't think you have to do that. And I might, if it's quite easy to download and stuff and get it, I might do a little video on how to download it and stuff. I'm gonna say we're cruising. We just need to make sure we don't slip up here. Yeah, it is Edmund. It is, buddy. Yeah, yeah. I said I'm not 100% on it because I do prefer these screens here to be purple, if I'm being picky. But in terms of like the data, the analyst stuff during games, the general overlooking of the screen, absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Oh, how close was that? This, like this, for me, is just makes... Why can't FM do that? Why can't Sports Interactive do that screen? Instead of having them shitty gaps. I don't understand why they give you shitty gaps in the main one. And having a clickable tab. A clickable touchpad. Just... Bleh. Does not get me started. I would say though that I am, regardless of all the game's flaws, not so much the flaws, but the lack of real improvement, I am enjoying, because it's FM and we enjoy it, don't we? We enjoy it because of the stories and ideas that we think about for ages. That's what makes the game. And regardless of the quality of the game, like, let's be honest, if, say I was doing this for the next 10 years, I would quite happily make content on FM23 with just the update, like the official update. So every year you got the full, full players moving over and changes in terms of attribute changes and stuff like that. It's not great. It wouldn't sell anymore. It'd die a death after a while because people will stop buying it. But for me, I'd still be able to make content around it and really enjoy it. I was hoping that at some point they're going to do a big like UI change, but... And there's a skin that I said, there's a skin next week that I'm going to try and do a video on next week that has changed the whole UI and how it looks. Which is pretty cool. But I'm just having a few problems with it on my monitor at the moment, so... 3-1. Clean sheet gone. Let's just be more disciplined. It's annoying. Skip. Focus. Can we just get that fourth? It'd be nice. Get there, Rizzo. No, he's bottled it. Good press from Rizzo. He's been caught out though. Caught in between two at the end. We've survived a little bit. It's going to come back, I think it is. They're playing like fucking Barcelona all of a sudden. It's offside, but fuck me. To be fair, they've had 10 shots. Right, let's keep the ball, keep the blue ball. Let's just have a shot on goal, and it's our highlight. Move it out wide. Out wide. No, wrong pass. Why did I just play it there? The right back was just free. Get there. Now switch. And again. Always put a lovely ball in. Fucking missed an absolute sitter. We've had an XG of 2.61 ball, boys. 60% possession again. There you go. 3-1. Agunse getting his 9th of the season. Tonin getting his 13th of the season. How many's Peralta got? Peralta's got 5, but he's got 9. Probably double figures for assists now. We'll take that. I'm using a tattoo skin, but I want to know if it's possible to put competition city practice. Probably not, because you need that. So obviously I have the backgrounds. I've got the stadiums. But yeah, sometimes I think the city one's a bit pointless. I don't think we necessarily need the stadium ones. It's nice having the kits there, though, to be fair, rather than put that there. And tell you what I'd like, facilities. It'd be good to keep a track on that for the Eagles save, actually. So we need to build the infrastructure I've got at Eagles is a lot worse than what I thought it was. Right. Let's get to start of the transfer window and see if we can get rid of... we're in second, by the way, boys. We're just over the halfway point. And we're in second. I'm happy with that. We've had one defeat to that Potenza, who scored in the 89th minute. Since we changed here. And we had that defeat. We had that defeat there, but that was in the cup, which I'm not asked about at all. So if we just go Serie C. So we've had a decent run. We've had one defeat since we've changed it. It was a 1-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clean sheets in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Take that. We haven't conceded more than 1. What was the goal difference though? Buttons, Matty. 21, so we're nearly just... We've managed to really pull that down. Cannons out. They have slipped up, but... What are we on? 16 points. We're not going to catch them, are we? We're going to be in the playoffs, boys, so that'll be fun. We are doing well. We're doing all right. I'm just a little bit worried, like, how they're... Let's just have a little look, because I always remember the playoffs in the Vanarama National League. You were always knackered. You played, like, the quarterfinals, and then semi-finals, like, 3 days later. The other team had a rest. So start date... So the Serie first round, week... Oh, shit. We've got a week there, and then like 2 or 3 days. Okay, we actually haven't got a bad, apart from that one, which I find really weird. Where you only have a couple of days rest. 2 days? Surely not. But anyway, we'll see. Yeah, you do skip around, yeah. The higher you finish, so obviously the second... We finish second, we go into the quarters. And then a lot of teams are in the round 1. Because obviously the thing goes down to... What is it? Oh, Matt, you're clicking today. It goes down to 10th. So... We get into the quarters if we finish second, and third and second round. So we need to be in at least top 3. I think now we're in this position now, we're playing well. We really need to be looking at getting second place, don't we? Fingers crossed, do is it absolutely bottle it. So we'll have a little look now, Edmund, if we can get rid of that loan. I'm going to say no. Oh, someone's made an offer for him. Right, we need to hopefully get to January the 1st, where I can offer him a contract. So we've got some Oh, I can offer him a contract. Oh, he's not interested. He's currently going to keep his options open. Okay. So we've got a few here. I'm a little bit like, I don't want them to... that we're going to end up spending loads of money here. So they're all decent ages. Like, Peterman's a decent age. So he wants 2,200. What's he on at the moment? He's on 1.6. Like, I can't do that. No. So we're just going to have to let some of these play out. And also, when you get promoted as well, I don't want a division, a squad full of Serie bloody C standard players. So I think we'll just leave it for a bit. I think it's easy to replace in these lower leagues as well. Just need to be careful, like players like Peralta. Like, we can't offer him a dictator, but he's always injured, it says. But he's like one of our biggest earners, and he's not going to agree to a massive pay drop. End of the year, end of the season. Have I got any money to spend? Shit, I've got 250k, boys. Fucking hell, should I get a bid in? Should I just put a bid in for him? See if that changes it. I didn't realise I had 250k. I don't want them. Should we put like... I never like skinning teams. Let's put 30 grand in. Oh, come on. Percentage of sale, man. Do me a favour. You've done me there with that. That can be a killer sometimes, boys, when you don't give him that. He's not interested. He's just signed a new contract with him. Signed a new one-year deal, dickhead. We need to get out of C, don't we? I think if we get out of C, things will change. We are like 460 in the red. Our right back who's got that beauty, goal of the month. Right, the transfer window's open, I think. Are we open? Okay, right. Let's see if I can cancel it. Yeah, you can. Terminate his loan. I think we need to terminate. He's only had 2 assists. Boom. Terminates that. That frees up a lot of money for us to play with. So what I might do is, boys, we're going to finish the stream. Look at his hair. I think finish the stream now, and then I'll play. I won't play anymore, but I'll try and get a couple of players in. I think 10 nearly 11,000 now. We can maybe get 3 players in. I think we need to get another striker in. I think definitely another striker. We need to get another midfielder in. We may just go with 2 and save a little bit of cash, but I think definitely a striker and definitely another midfielder just going here. Someone who can really carry the ball. Boom. Right, boys, thank you very much for stopping in. Thank you. It's been a good stream tonight. I've really enjoyed that. So we'll be back Saturday night, 9:30. I think Thursday nights are going to be the new stream time for me. Because I'm always conscious about going to bed early on Wednesdays because I've always got a busy day at work. So I'm a little bit quiet on Thursdays, so on Fridays. So I think Thursday, Saturday will be the place to be. And it gives me a chance to get all my content in and sorted. I do a lot of recording, sort of like Mondays and Tuesdays. So yeah, we'll see you on Saturday night. Stream 9:30, and remember the Eagles save starts on Sunday, and there's going to be a lot of World Cup content next week. Just a few little fun little saves and stuff. Maybe do an England save for the week. All right, guys. Thanks for your support. Thanks for coming in. We've had really good numbers again. Really pleased with the numbers. 20 odd still in here at 12 o'clock midnight on a Thursday night. I appreciate it. All right, guys. Take care. We'll see you at the weekend. Make sure you're there. Really good save. We're flying with Foggia. Ciao.